We're currently on lockdown with the Myrtle mountain bushfire threatening the Wyndham. The wind was bringing the fire directly at us, so we were basically closed down here in town and told to get ready. It was, at that time, it was a northeasterly, but it's moved to the northwest. So okay, we've just had over the radio good news. As I was about to say, the winds were northeasterly, was bearing the fire directly down on us and into forested terrain, but the radio report has just informed we've lost power, everything's gone. The fire brigade's out. Old farts like myself, best thing we can do is get those. We've got one neighbour out to the coast. There's a couple of neighbours down this end of the street. We're ready to take on spot fires should they occur. But the good news is the wind has shifted to the northwest, which is taking it at a tangent across our front at the moment, so that'll be a threat to kingfisher. But the radio report tells us that the fire has moved back out of the forested country that it was burning into, heading our way, back into a bit of grassland in the valleys, and the fire brigade's currently got a good chance of pinching at it. We'll see where it goes from there. We know the Myrtle access out of here is closed right off. So it's just a matter of got as prepared as we can, hoping for a southerly change. It's too late to leave Wyndham. It's just been announced. Too late to leave Wyndham. We're here to stay now. Thankfully we got Tony out of here, who's not a well man at all. He's on the coast. Long night.
Well, he wants to come and see us tomorrow.
Okay. Smoke column is heading to the southeast coast, which is directly over Myrtle, as it turns out. But with nightfall, even though we're now contained within this village of Wyndham, as those of us that stayed, we're pretty safe. It's the following morning. Very, very still. And that's been our good fortune. All the fire needed was a good wind to build in the direction that it was coming from at us yesterday afternoon and last night, and it would have rolled over the top of us like the other fires in the other areas near us on the south coast have done. Now if that southerly comes up the coast from that direction there, that may well put an end to it. But if we get the winds coming up, that's another story. It sure had everyone on the hop. The anticipated southerly has arrived, although the breeze can be wandering around from anything to the northeast to the southeast on us. The fire to our northeast here is on watch and act now. We've been most fortunate. So as it is with wildfire in the far southeast escarpment country, along the coast down here, it's unpredictable. We now turn out to be but a little pocket sitting in amongst thousands and thousands of acres that are actually actively burning at the moment. It's a hurry up and wait game. fire weather predicted to come back in the next couple of days. All we can do is wait. 9th of January 20. The predicted showers, which means, you know, they may fall anywhere throughout the area, but we've been fortunate enough to have them drop on us early in the morning, and things are dampened down again. Good thing, the more moisture in the air, the better as far as we're concerned. The humidity is up a little bit, and hopefully with the heat coming back in tomorrow afternoon at from 4 o'clock on, as predicted, what moisture there is will be humidity. What we're doing right now is we're taking the opportunity in this lull to take a run across the valley to our property Punu Karumpa at Desert Creek, Numbugger, to see how it's fared. It's looking good over there. The fire went to the high ground and burned around rather than through in the end, even though the whole area is still threatened according to the fire maps. And there's no sign of spotting into the creek area itself. We'll also get a little bit of our firefighting gear that we've got located there and bring it back to here, because this is the asset with priority to us. Give us a chance to check out Myrtle Road, which, as said earlier, has been opened and would be at this stage our best option as an escape route come Friday night if everything goes A over T again. Lightly mizzling. We've now driven into the not declared blacked out yet road portion of the so termed Myrtle mountain fire. Shed's gone. So-called outbuildings when they notified on the media. Outbuildings, but houses saved. That was our power failure there at the time. We've lost a few posts. The linesmen of the county, referring to the American song, should hold their heads proud for what they've done for us here. Okay, we've just arrived at Punu Karumpa. I'm afraid it's a desert to what it used to be. It was only the 4th of August before last that we were completely burnt out here, 90 acres, and all that didn't burn was this little area around the hut, which was sited as best we could to keep it safe from wildfire. We don't know how it survived, but we're looking at what, a year and a quarter? And because of the drought, none of this area is recovered at all. Quite disheartening to lose a place like this to wildfire. And now we're being hit again. from the south. The other day I mentioned that we were concerned about the property because the fact of the matter is we've had fires burning in from the south, but in the end it didn't get enough oomph in it to come through the already burnt ground. It's gone to the high ground right up there on the escarpment and gone through to join the other fire to the north almost. The other fire to the north would be creeping towards us with the winds, with the conditions today. So we've come across to check under those conditions. The hut. And there goes Lorraine. Can't help herself, got the broom out straight away.
I don't understand where it comes from when it's locked up.
I don't know where it comes from, mate, when it's sealed up, but it does. Having taken the run out to Poona Karumpa at Desert Creek, Numbugger, to check it out and collect a little bit of gear to bring back here to defend the Wyndham property, which is the current potential fire spread mapping of its disposition as a property. So above Poona Karumpa we've got the Badja Forest Fire, which is the one that swept through Cobargo and Quorma and did a run for the coast out of the Wadbilliga. Moving down on the other side of Poona Karumpa we have what is known as the Werri Berri fire, 2018. The property itself is located just there under the spyglass. I cannot enlarge this any further, so you can see that between the two fires, which will eventually obviously join into a single fire front, the property is surrounded on three sides. Now just bear in mind that this area was burnt out in 2018 as stated, and the property of Poona Karumpa right here was 90 acres, was completely taken out with the exception of the probably acre of ground around our hut facilities there on the Desert Creek proper. We did site that hut with fire in mind, but we continue to remain amazed that it wasn't burnt at the time. All right, so all you can see the black is the actual fire front at the moment. The dark red is the anticipated spread. You can see very little spread into here because through these couple of days we've had and getting a nice northeasterly blowing, which is taking the fire that way. In here, as I said, there's a lot of burnt ground that has got to burn back through. It will burn back through that burnt ground. There's been a lot of leaf drop, even though we were reduced to white ash on the property. 1.25 years later, there is still plenty of fuel there to burn.